Welcome to the Get Smart with Money podcast. I'm your host, Dana Hernandez, financial planner and author of Get Smart with Money, Break Free from the Struggle, Build Wealth on Your Terms, and Rewrite Your Money Story. Here we talk about money, entrepreneurship, growth, and resilience, because financial freedom is about more than just numbers. Each week, you'll get practical strategies, inspiring stories, and the motivation you need to stress less about money and create more freedom in your life. Let's get smart with money together.
Monthly subscriptions or any kind of rates that we charge to the merchants. So our service to the merchants is basically free.
Yeah, that is basically free. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, because I'm a little familiar with POS systems and stuff. I'm able to help businesses in my area. It's definitely not structured quite like yours. But we definitely can cut anyone's prices down for sure. We have like a $2,000 guarantee that's never been paid out. So,
Nice, nice. And that so you have your company is a POS system
yeah.
provider? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What
Mm-hmm.
what industry?
So I'm in financial services, and it's just one of the companies that I can offer clients. I'm a representative of that company as well. And when I go into businesses, I can just ask them if they maybe want to cut down any costs on their merchant costs, their POS system, and then I would just need like 1 to 2 month statements from
Yeah.
them, and we can basically create a plan off of that and see what they like.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah, no, it's the POS systems are a big part of really any ISO or ISO agent today in order to be able to promote the card processing. So yeah, partnering with POS companies is the key.
Mm-hmm. And it's rough too, like going into businesses where like they don't know you and you're like, hey, like, can I help you cut costs? There, it's like a total, like they just miss you. A
Yeah,
lot of the time they're like, I don't know. And plus a bunch of other people are coming in there too, so it's really hard to get in
I
front of these
I
people.
yeah, I agree because looking back, in 21 years, I only had two payment processors. The first one was Bank of America, which was I had for 7 years, and then it was authorized.net for 14 years. And that says a lot, as business
Hmm.
owners, we get entrenched into day-to-day operations and we get busy with stuff and where's the next sale going to come from? We're training or hiring. And
Yeah.
this just becomes one of the just standard expenses that you just, okay, it's there, you try to
Yeah.
pass it on to your service or a product, and that's about it.
Yeah, I totally get where all that comes from. Like business owners are busy. So
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's trying to get their attention on my part. That's the hard thing. So, but yeah, no, I'm happy that we're talking about this just because, and you're on here because I kind of do understand a little bit of the
Yeah,
payment
absolutely.
processing. So,
Yeah, 100%.
um, so you have a child, you said. How did becoming a father change the way that you looked at business and success?
It becomes, once you have a child, at least for me, it becomes about them. It's not anymore about you. It definitely elevates the bar as far as you wanting to be able to provide more. Um, and you try to have as best of a comfort. Coming from again, Civil War, and it's tough when you have, I was, my father passed away when I was 16 going to
Oh,
17. And
wow.
when you have, my mother got sick very early with the kidney disease, so she couldn't work anymore. And so having lard, popcorn, and milk in your fridge for days um, toughens you up, and seeing that and going through that, it's in the back of your head that that's always a possibility that things can go wrong. And of course, you fight every ounce in your body to not put your family, your kids, your wife through that. So it definitely gave me an extra oomph, I would say, knowing how bad the situation can be. Um, yeah, I think that's the core for me. Just knowing that you have to be there as a provider and to fight with everything you got to provide for the family.
Mm-hmm. It's a good answer. It's a good answer. Yeah, that
Thanks.
makes a lot of sense. It it changed for me a little bit when I got a stepson. He's 15. So now I'm like, okay, like it's not just about me trying to make money, trying to pay my bills anymore. It's about him and teaching
Yeah.
him finances and getting him ready. And yeah, it kind of shifted, even though he's not biological, but I mean, he's basically like my son. He lives here now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And we've really, my wife and I really we wanted to have two kids, but just the life circumstance really didn't allow us, and because I was in school first and then started the business, and then my wife went to get her degree, and then her school was 7 years until she got pharmacy degree. And then we were 35 by the time she was done, and then I think we were a little bit, I call it selfish, even though my wife said, no, we were I guess we could have. Alex was already 7 years old, and like, oh, we're gonna have a second child, and it's like too big of a gap between kids, and so we never did. So we put everything into him, everything that we could possibly do, and putting him in sports and later into music, and just you try to make up for not having more kids, but I still very fortunate to have him, and he's an attorney now. He's actually my business partner in Avendo.
Oh,
He's
how
yeah,
cool. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So he's a Florida licensed attorney. So he
Right
does all the
on.
legal stuff and PCI compliance, and I'm like, you do that. I'm like, I like, that's too much.
That's really cool though. And there's nothing wrong with being an only child. I'm an only child too,
There
so
you go. Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
nice.
have a sister, but yeah, it's yeah, like you said, it's if it's not meant to be to have siblings, it's nothing wrong. He's healthy, he's good.
Yeah, yeah, it's all good. That's nice. And he said he's 18 now or something?
No, no, he's 24.
Oh, he's 24. Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
he said. Awesome.
yeah,
Already a licensed attorney at 24. That's crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He graduated high school at 15 because he was homeschooled from his
Oh.
sixth grade, and then graduated Berklee College of Music when he was 18. And then COVID hit. So we're like, I don't think it'll be wise for you to just sit around and wait for the next gig because he was gonna produce music and do DJing. And then
Oh.
we kind of suggested that he goes into entertainment and business law, and he kind of liked that. So there you go, became a
That's
business attorney. Yeah,
that's interesting. He seems like
yeah,
an easy kid. Easy to raise. Like,
yeah. I think we were fortunate. Yes, I agree.
that's good. That's good. Um, so you often talk about building with intention. What does that exactly mean to you?
So when we started Ultimate Washer, and throughout the years, we always somehow ended up reacting to things. In other words, if a marketing department needed a tool, then we were like, okay, yeah, let's do that. And then if an IT team needed something, we would then get that tool. Or if the warehouse needed. So what ended up being is these tools, after each department was using them, they never really communicated with each other. And we had instances where we had a need for these tools to communicate between the departments. And that's when I came to realization that, that was the wrong way to build the systems in the company. So now, it's I'm building the company with the design. Like I have a 1,000-foot bird view, and I'm making sure that we have the systems, the SOPs are written every time we have a new procedure or protocol. We write procedures, we save them so that when we bring a new member, then they can obviously follow those steps. So that's by design now. It's not by what the team needs at the moment, and really just because we ended up, I think, my last year in the business, we ended up having 7 different product databases, which is like, how did we end up with 7? I don't even know, but that's too many to maintain because if you have a, price change from one vendor, now you have to update 7 databases
Yeah,
with the same
what?
exact SKUs. And then if you need to do a price update, now now you're updating, all of these plus the website. So it was a mess. We ended up changing that and fixing all that before I exited. But we've had a lot of we made a lot of mistakes along the way.
It happens, but the main thing is that you learn, and that's really what it's all about. And it's hard to
Yeah.
go into a business knowing exactly what you need for every single thing that could ever pop up. So it's almost impossible.
Yeah, very, very true. I mean, even now, as we're building Avendo, and we were planning on doing the cold email campaigns. So, okay, where do you register email addresses? Okay, where do you get the domain? Are you going to use Microsoft, or are you going to use the software to send cold emails? Okay, when the lead comes in, are we going to CRM? Are we going into task management? Where, like, and all of these, like, if you pick this software, now you got to check, can you import that information? Is it connected to this? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I really like this one. But it's all, like weeks of planning and researching and so, but it's
Yeah.
better to do, there's one thing that I had a really good coach when I was transitioning from web sales to Amazon sales. He was really an expert on Amazon, but in overall just procedures, and he told me, he's like, Victor, 80% is preparation and planning, and 20% is execution. So I always, try to remember that and remind myself of, it's really the prep work and that research that we need to do is going to take a lot longer. So once you have all that information, making that decision and executing really becomes just almost like an output product of what you've done
Yeah,
before that.
it's automatically what's going to come after all the research and everything is done.
Yeah. So if we don't do a good research or we don't plan it out right, yeah, most likely it's going to be on a wobbly legs.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to somebody who feels overwhelmed or afraid to start